closer. It's weird. Huh? Oh, nice. It went widescreen.
Great.
Lovely. Okay. Okay, Nelson, a little clap. Yeah. Thank you.
Okay. So we're on the same track. Nelson Clark, living in Portugal, American living in Portugal for the last year and a half. Things are very good in my life as a 66-year-old man. So it's a great question. Why would I choose to do this meeting, that tomorrow I'm taking a flight to Amsterdam where I'm going to spend the weekend, and I'm going to take a large dose of psilocybin, magic mushrooms, with a lot of other people under a controlled setting. Question is, why do I want to do that at this stage in my life, when everything seems to be going as well as it is? And it is. I'm having a great life. But that said, I've kind of come to a place of stoppage, intellectually and spiritually. I have searched for many years, different religions, spiritualities, and I have come to understand them, but I have not had a verifiable religious or spiritual experience. And I'm getting older. I want to have the knowledge that there is something else beyond my limited consciousness, because it is limited. What I see day to day, everything about my life, I have to believe that there's something more than that. I've read about it, I've seen the experiences with other people. I myself have not experienced it, and I long for it. I long to have something that tells me that there is more out there, and whether that's a God or whether it's a dimension or something that is beyond my limited amount of consciousness right now. And one way to do it is through the use of these substances, which, as I told you before, I missed all of this in the 60s when all of my friends were taking LSD or mescaline or peyote or psilocybin. For some reason or another, I missed it. So this is kind of the chance, now that I'm older, now that I have a very good sense of myself, of who I am. And because of that, I realize the limitations of myself. And that's why taking this drug will hopefully open a portal, open a door, the doors of perception, Aldous Huxley and all of that. But I want to go to a place that I'm taken out of my day-to-day reality, so that my ego, so that my id, so that this thing that I have created called Nelson Clark in all of the different facets is completely not erased, but let down and open to the possibility of other dimensions, other ways of looking at things, of life, everything. At 66, as I told you, I've got maybe 20, 30 good years left of health. Anything could happen. But with that in mind, I'm heading towards the end. I'm not at the halfway point. I'm beyond that. I'm going towards the other end. And I would like to have a sense of, it's a comfort of that, to know that after I take my last breath, after I close my eyes for the last time, that time doesn't have a stop there. I'm going back to Aldous Huxley. But that there might be some other purpose, something else other than my consciousness that is out there, that I can have a sense that, there is a larger presence, a larger picture, a larger purpose, a larger something that is something I don't know, and that's what I'm looking to experience on that. And this is as I told you before, I'm a calculated risk taker. This is the safest space that I can do. I'm going to be with several other people. There are going to be facilitators that's their job, is to make sure that everybody is having a good trip, or that whatever their needs are to facilitate getting to where they want to go. And this is where I want to go, and this is what I'm going to tell them once I'm there. So my expectations for this weekend is to get into a deeper place inside of myself, a place that I have not explored deeply. Intellectually I have. As I said, I've read, gone to all kinds of different functions, but nothing that I have truly experienced myself. I haven't had a personal experience with whatever, spirit, in a way that I know other people have, and I want to have that experience at this point in my life, because I also want to be able to figure out, after I've had the experience, is that true or not? Was it something? It was just the effects of the drugs, or was there a deeper meaning that I could say, yes, Nelson, that wasn't just drugs talking, that it allowed the dissolution of the ego in a way to have a sense of clarity, a sense of another reality, or not another, the whole reality, just a bigger piece than what I'm able to see right now. Listen, I've meditated. I practiced transcendental meditation daily for 16 years until it stopped working for me. I've spent a week at a silent Buddhist retreat in the mountains of southeastern Arizona, where I was just on my own, was not allowed to speak, didn't speak, and just spent all that time doing Buddhist meditations for 8 hours a day on that. Again, little glimpse, door closes. So this, yes.
Maybe you're not ready for it. So now you're going for the instead of doing it the right way.
Right. I'm taking the express route.
Taking it the easy way.
That's right.
Like you telling me with a script now, so I'm
that's
putting
right.
in front of the camera now, and I'm
that's right.
telling you the same thing.
You're right. I'm taking the easy way out, and you know what? I will cop to that. I will say that, because you know what? I've tried many other routes at this point, and they've been slow, circuitous, dead end at some place.
But you don't get the door to open
any farther. That's right. And so now I want the full effect. And this is because I have.
Are you ready?
I am. I'm scared, and I told you this, that I would be foolish not to be scared. But I also think that this is an act of personal bravery on my part. I would like to think it is so, because I'm pushing against something that is contrary in a lot of ways. Because in a lot of ways, yeah, it's kind of the easy route, but it's also not. This is also something that has been practiced for thousands of years, as long as before there was any organized religions. There were cultures that were using plant-based medicines or opening vehicles, plant-based vehicles to platform themselves into another place. Sometimes they use dance, trances, whatever. Man has been looking for a way to open that door and step into another place. Okay, I've used some of the. I'm sorry. A gateway. Yeah, the portal. The portal into the next other dimension, whatever it is.
It can be a black hole.
Well, see, that's part of the fear. Who knows what's on the other side? Who knows what's waiting for me on the other side of that? To say, oh, we have another one. Whatever.
What can be waiting? Okay. What can be? I mean.
Yeah. Okay.
You know yourself.
Exactly.
You know the truth. What can be what you're scared
Okay,
of. What is
there's
shame?
not. I can't think of a single experience that has haunted me out of my life that I'm going to. But I didn't kill somebody and get away with it, or even something
Or
minor,
forgiveness with your father.
or
forgiving your
anything like that.
father.
Even that, I don't have. I think that I have dealt. I believe that I have dealt. My biggest fear is that I've been lying to myself and that I'm in denial about certain things that I can't name, that maybe I've blocked out. Maybe I have created an amnesia about portions of my life. That would be scarifying to me. That would be a terrible wake-up thing. Suddenly, this is your life, Nelson Clark. Do you realize you have forgotten, or you've conveniently have amnesia about this whole section, about truth about yourself that you have been in denial about? That's also what I'm going for. I'm looking to face that. If it's there, I would hope that it's not, but it's nothing too crazy. But I'm willing to take the risk that there's something out there that I need to know.
Good.
Great.
That's it.
Great.